Chairperson Committee on Health to respond to a statement as was requested by member from Zambani Vingoni Ward, Harrison Mutie, on matter related to Kambu Sub-County Hospital.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We'll do it because you are visitors and they are not here. We'll do it again. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I stand to respond to the statement regarding the Kambu Sub-County Hospital in Vingoni, Zambani Ward. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member had asked whether the department was aware that the hospital does not offer inpatient services due to lack of inpatient block, considering it was sub-count level 4. The answer to that was the executive committee member indicated that the department was aware that the hospital lacked an inpatient block. However, the hospital serves around 1,260 maternity inpatients per year. Further, he cited that the hospital was gazetted as a level 4 health facility in 2019 and serves a catchment population of 66,625 from within Kibwezi East sub-count and neighboring Taita Taveta count. It operates on a 20,000. Question B was, if the department is aware, what action had the department taken to construct an inpatient block at the facility, and what have been the challenges towards the implementation of such plan, if any? The answer was the executive committee member informed the committee that the department had partnered with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to put up an inpatient ward in the hospital. However, the importance, Mr. Speaker, to the region of Kibwezi East, and Mr. Speaker, the proposal that have come through from the department are very key for you here and the people at the gallery. Mr. Speaker, I wanted to start by saying I appreciate your office and the office of the clerk, Mr. Speaker, for approving and admitting the delegates that are at the gallery right today, and that is the community development members of Vingoni Zambani Ward, Mr. Speaker, and the community or promoters, Mr. Speaker, of Vingoni Zambani Ward. Mr. Speaker, if you can recall, just a few months ago, we were able, the people that are in the gallery, they are from Zambani sub-location. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, by end of today, every member of that community health promoters and community development committees will have visited the assembly. And Mr. Speaker, I would wish to extend my welcome to them. Let them feel that they are at home. This is their premises. This house was built by the taxes that you pay. This is where you elected me to come and represent you. And this is where I every day wake up to come and represent you on all matters, Mr. Speaker, that involves devolved government. Mr. Speaker, having said that, allow Mr. Speaker to appreciate the Committee on Health Services, Mr. Speaker, for this response. Mr. Speaker, you have visited Kibwezi East severally, and you know where Kambu Sub-County Hospital is situated. Mr. Speaker, you are also aware that that hospital was gazetted as a level 4 hospital. And Mr. Speaker, you know one of the major requirements for an hospital to be gazetted as a level 4 hospital is an inpatient ward. And Mr. Speaker, that hospital does not have an inpatient block. About 10 years now. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, it goes without saying that even before we budget for anything else, Mr. Speaker, the government should be requested to put money enough to ensure that Sub-County Hospital has inpatient block, Mr. Speaker. We receive patients. They are all referred to Kibwezi, which again is overcongested, Mr. Speaker, and they are further referred to Makindo Hospital, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is sad to say, and Mr. Speaker, I would wish to request the leader of minority to allow you to listen to my debate, Mr. Speaker. Leader of majority. So, Mr. Speaker, we have lost lives. If you can imagine a patient coming from Itasiano, a patient coming from Utu, and that person is critically ill, comes to Kambu Hospital, they are referred because there is no inpatient. The doctors there, refer the patient to Kibwezi. And in between, about almost 200 kilometers, about 100 kilometers, Mr. Speaker, we end up losing that life. We have an hospital in Mtituande, Mr. Speaker, called Adhikamonuni, which is at the farthest end near River Athi, Mr. Speaker. That person coming to Kambu Hospital, proceeding to Amref or to Makindo, Mr. Speaker, it is chaos. We have lost lives, we have buried people because we were not in a position to save them. Lives that could have been saved. Mr. Speaker, the boundary between Makueni and Taita Taveta is at Savo River. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, any accident that happens on that road after Savo River coming to Makueni, those patients are not taken to Moi Referral Hospital in Voi. They are taken to Makueni. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, to conclude, that facility is situated along Mombasa Road. We receive a lot of accidents, Mr. Speaker. People oozing blood out of those accidents. And therefore, one of the major issues that the government should address is to ensure that there is inpatient block there. There is an ICU, if it is possible, Mr. Speaker, an X-ray, so that all matters regarding health of that person, Mr. Speaker, are concluded in one shop, and the doctors are able to treat. Mr. Speaker, I have heard that there is a partner called LDS that has partnered with Makueni, and I appreciate, Mr. Speaker, that the county government has increased staff to Chambeke and the Ngongoni Hospital, so that allowing the partner to proceed and build that block. Mr. Speaker, the only thing I would request from you, it is good news to me and the people at the gallery and those who are at home. If that partner comes in and builds that inpatient block, Mr. Speaker, we will be cured. And therefore, the only question that I would request from the Chairperson Committee on Health Services is when will the LDS commence those works? Mr. Speaker, because when it is left open, we can wait for 5 years. But I would wish that we know when is the partner coming in, when is the construction going to start, so that my members, Mr. Speaker, when they go home, they can know that. Mr. Speaker, close to about 60% of Nzambani location residents, Mr. Speaker, are served by Kambu Hospital. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, we are sitting with Honorable Mulwa of Mtituande when I was raising this statement, and we agreed, because we share that facility as far as serving our people is concerned. And Mulwa is supporting me 100%, and we are in agreement that this requirement we are requesting, this facility, the inpatient block, Mr. Speaker, is of great importance and shouldn't wait any longer. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate the community health promoters who are here. The work that you guys are doing for our people is exemplary. We cannot pay you enough. We can only ask God to pay you. Because we cannot pay, we cannot appreciate you enough. The people, and Mr. Speaker, in this financial budget, Mr. Speaker, I went ahead to ensure that I have budgeted for 3 million that will ensure that every community health promoter in my ward is given a bicycle to ensure that their mobility isn't to reach out to the patients who are at home and who are at marginalized areas. Therefore, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Most welcome. What we've witnessed is a movement from one standing order to the other. We will continue. We will see movement from one article of the Constitution to the other. Mr. Speaker, I want to believe by the time you are leaving this place, you will have amassed a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge that you will take home. And next time, Mr. Speaker, let them feel at home, and let them be welcomed to come again. And we love you all. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Chairperson, on the issues raised by member as to the mechanisms or timelines put in place to implement the commitments.
Mr. Speaker, before I say, I must appreciate these are members in my department, and they represent level 1 health caregivers, and I want to appreciate them for the work they are doing. We really appreciate what you are doing because you have improved the livelihood of our people by being the first line of health caregivers, and we appreciate you. Most members are doing a lot, as you've heard. Some are putting money for bicycle. I know also in my ward I'll put the same. And as time goes, things will improve and will be able to serve you better for you to perform your duties which you are doing. We really appreciate. Mr. Speaker, concerning, I will wish that you allow me to give that final on Monday next week, so that I may be able to communicate with the Chief Officer and the ECM to get clear timelines of those issues, because they are clear-cut. They have no issue, Mr. Speaker. It's just to clarify about their engagement with the donor. And Mr. Speaker, that one I can be able to do even today. Thank you.
Speaker, you could have given us time to ventilate before the chair responds.
Yeah? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to say something on this state.
Just for record, that is Honorable Jonathan Kimongo, member for Makueni Ward. Proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I want to say something emanating from the response, even though at another time I will seek an interpretation of a precedence that you said sometimes last week when we were moving the budget, and seek to know whether the chair is in order to execute the business from that side, going by the precedence you said the other day. But Honorable Speaker, from the statement, I think it's so clear that Kambu Sub-County Hospital is very strategic in terms of location. Being around Mombasa Road, whereby there is prone to accidents, and also next to the Chulu forest, whereby we could have snakes and other venomous creatures, I thought Kambu Sub-County Hospital should be a priority to this government. And also, in the pretext of decongesting our referral hospital, it's very important that the government takes this facility very important. I thought we should be budgeting to upgrade this facility even before we wait for donors. It is very important that we take this matter of decongesting our main facility very serious. And we can only do so by looking at strategic facilities in terms of location, in terms of infrastructure, and ensure that we do the same. So I thought the ECM should have told us more about what the government is doing besides waiting for donors. Because donors can come, they may not come, they can do what they promised or do not do. So it would have been more better that we had the ECM enumerate what the government is planning to do from their side, besides the donor issue or engagement. Thank you.
Honorable members, so that also we save time. I recall the chairperson, there is a commitment to that. That in the likely event that the department does not, or the development partners do not avail resources, the department will do so. What we are requesting you is to inform us the engagements are up to when, because they must be planned. So that then for purposes of socioeconomic planning, public participation by the citizens who are here, if it doesn't happen, then we jump to the next course. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's something that I just forgot, and I would wish to say it right now, Mr. Speaker, because I know the members that are at the gallery are aware of the various statements that are waiting responses. Mr. Speaker, I would have wanted to mention that apart from this statement, and thank you very much, Member for Mavendini, for the support of that statement. Mr. Speaker, we border West East National Park, Safo East National Park, Safo West National Park, Chulu National Park, Mr. Speaker. You cannot imagine the kind of diseases and the kind of ailments that come from those areas. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Budget, Mr. Speaker, the next time we are doing budgeting, over and above the partners, please remember to allocate something to that hospital, a huge amount. Mr. Speaker, I wanted to mention that they will not hear responses from a statement that I've raised, one that involves Mzima Springs, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, in that statement, I said water from Mzima Springs is taken to Mombasa, which is about 273 kilometers, while Mtituandei Ward, which is about 27 kilometers, doesn't have water. Kambo doesn't have water, Mr. Speaker, all the way to Makindo. That statement is not coming today. It is before this House, Mr. Speaker. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, is about the road that connects Kambo to Kajiado County. It's a statement that I raised on this floor, Mr. Speaker. It will not be heard today. Mr. Speaker, I know they were waiting to hear about it. But it is being worked on. And then it's a statement on Kenya Power Lighting Company, Mr. Speaker, on the various connections in my ward, Mr. Speaker, that have fallen down the poles and they have not been raised up by KPLC. Some are being worked on right now. And Mr. Speaker, right now I'm in communication with the Honorable Member from Ditwande so that we can see whether, if it is possible, we convert Ngwata TTC, that is the Vocational Training College. If it is possible, can it be converted to a TVET college, Mr. Speaker, so that we can see Cambo receiving over 5,000 students and allow that town to grow? And lastly, Mr. Speaker, we are also in talks to see if we can push SGR, Mr. Speaker, to tarmac the road between the tarmac road and where the station is to ease and transport. Mr. Speaker, those are details that they were expecting to hear responses, but they will not be coming through. Courtesy of your office, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for allowing that one statement, which was not in the order paper, but because of their respect, Mr. Speaker, you allowed, and we appreciate that. Thank you.
Very well, honorable members and our guests, you've gathered the responsibility of the chairperson committee and member Fonzambane Vingoni in view of following up on some stalled programs and projects in your ward. Should you have a challenge as a champion or as CHP, you now know you have a way of reaching the governor through sub-county administrator or war administrator or the MOH. If they take too long, just pass through your member, and at 2:30, your issues will be read in this house. Directions will be given for the executive committee member responsible to give an answer to you as citizen. We resume motions, clerk.
Order number 9, motion. The report of the County Public Accounts Committee on the consideration of the reports of the Auditor General on the Makueni County Sand Conservation and Utilization Authority for the years ended 30th of June 2022 and the 30th of June 2024. Resumption of debates, that is putting of question, the debate interrupted on 25th of June 2025 at 2:30 p.m.
Honorable member, the motion was moved by the chairperson Public Accounts Committee, was seconded by member for Murala Emali, the vice chairperson. The floor is open for debate. A member who wishes to contribute the report of the Public Accounts Committee. Mover of the motion.
Thank you, Chair.
The Public Service Board.
The chairperson, this seems to be a relevant motion because we have what are they called?
Act 2017 provide that a person shall not be appointed to hold a public office in an acting capacity unless the person satisfies all the prescribed, and an officer may be appointed in an acting capacity for a period of at least 30 days, but not exceeding a period of 6 months. Roman 2, that there are cases in the county executive officers who have acted in certain positions for more than the stipulated time frame of 6 months and do not have the requisite qualifications to act in such positions. That contravenes Section 34 of the Public Service Commission Act 2017. This has denied qualified candidates from ascending and serving in those positions. The member sought clarification on the following matters: whether the department was aware that a number of officers of the county executive have been acting in some positions for more than 6 months and some did not have the requisite qualifications to act in those positions. 2, if yes, what action had the department taken to remedy the anomaly and have the positions filled by qualified persons? C, list of officers of the county executive who are currently holding any position in an acting capacity, clearly showing the name, the current positions, the qualification of the officer, position in which the officer current acting, the required qualifications, the period each officer has acted, reasons why each position is being held in an acting capacity, and D, when all positions currently being held in acting capacity in county executive shall be filled. The committee sought for clarification from the ECM via letter MCA/DPP/CA and SP/CORR/2024 dated 23rd September 2024. That is the Annex 1, and the ECM responded via letter GMC/DPP/CA and SP/CECM/CA volume 5178 dated 3rd October 2024 as Annex as follows. Annex 2. A, whether the department was aware that the number of officers of the county executive have been acting in some positions for more than 6 months and some did not have the requisite qualifications to act in those positions. The ECM confirmed that the department was aware of officers in acting appointments for more than 6 months and others with added responsibilities to perform in the said positions. He provided a list of 3 officers who have acted for more than 6 months as attached in Annex 2. B, if yes, what actions had the department taken to remedy the anomaly and have the positions been filled by qualified persons? The ECM confirmed that Department of Finance has advertised for the positions of Assistant Director, Supply Chain Management twice, and the advertisement was not responsive. The department therefore placed a request for re-advertisement. The Department of Finance requested the County Public Service Board to fill the position of Assistant Director of Financial Services competitively, and the process is still ongoing to date. But I can report that the process has ended and that position was filled. The position of the Assistant Director Climate Change was not provided for in the previous staff establishment. The position is now provided for in the current staff establishment, and the department is in the process of filling the position. C, list of officers of the county executive who are currently holding any position in the acting capacity, clearly showing the name of the officer, the current position, the qualifications, the position which the officer currently which were not responsive are board's classified information and can only be accessed. Mr. Speaker, the committee further during its meeting held on 9th October 2024 noted many gaps in the acting appointments and resolved to invite the ECM to give clarity on the following: whether the HR office was involved in advisory part in the appointment process. The committee noted that the HR office was not fully involved in advisory during the acting appointment process. B, whether the position of Director of Finance and Director of Supply Chain Management were necessary for effective service delivery in the directorate. The ECM alluded that the position of the Director of Finance and Director of Supply Chain Management were a very key position for effective service delivery. C, whether there were officers serving above job group J for the Directorate of Supply Chain Management and job group L for Directorate of Finance, and are all positions filled would have been considered for the acting due to the competence. The ECM agreed that there were some officers serving above job group J for Directorate of Supply Chain Management and the job group L for Directorate of Finance, and those officers may have not been considered to act, and therefore corrective measures had to be done immediately. D, what guidelines the advertisements of Assistant Director of Supply Chain Management and Assistant Director of Financial Services, what guided? The ECM reported that the advertisements were as a result of competitively filling the service gaps of the Director of Finance, the Director of Supply Chain Management, since they were deployed to other departments. E, why officers were allowed to act in more than 2 positions higher than their substantive grades and for a period exceeding 6 months, contrary to the Public Service Commission, Human Resource and the Procedure Manual 2016. The ECM agreed that there were illegalities in acting appointment for officers for more than 6 months and acting more than 2 grades higher contrary to the Public Service Commission Human Resource and Procedure Manual 2016. F, provide the county executive organizational structure, departmental organizational structure, and county executive staff establishment. The ECM provided the county executive organizational structure, the departmental organizational structure, and the staff as attached in Annex 5. Provide pay slip for all officers and acting capacity. The ECM also provided all pay slips for all officers and acting capacity before and after appointment as Annex 6. H, provide a list of acting officers who might have been left out in the initial submission. The ECM provided only one officer, Dr. Josephat M. Bai, who was appointed on acting capacity as a Director, Veterinary Service on 22nd October 2024. Mr. Speaker, the committee had findings and observations. One of the findings was the committee noted that some officers in the county executive have been acting in some position for more than 6 months, contrary to provision of Part C 14(1) of the Public Service Commission Human Resource and Procedure Manual 2016 and do not have the requisite qualification to act in those positions as per County Public Service Board Scheme of Service Guidelines. 2, the committee noted that some deployed officers' competencies, that is knowledge, skills, and abilities and experience were underutilized since the duties assigned to them were not in line with their specialization. 3, the committee also noted that the County Public Service Board did not consult the HR expertise for advisory during the acting appointment processes guided by the provision of Public Service Commission Manual 2016 Part C 14(3) and 4. 4, the position current being held in acting capacity in the county executive are not yet filled despite lapsing of the stipulated period of 6 months as provided for in Part C 14, 4, and 5 of the Public Service Commission Human Resource and Procedural Manual 2016. So, Speaker, the committee made some recommendations.
One of the recommendations was the committee recommended that all acting appointments which do not comply with Part C 14 of the Public Service Commission Human Resource and Procedure Manual 2016 be revoked and the acting officers be reinstated to their substantive position immediately and report back to the committee within 14 days after adoption of this report. Going forward, any unlawful acting appointment shall attract surcharging and disciplinary measures on the appointing authority and the appointed officer. 2, the committee recommends that any deployments guided by unclear circumstances other than underperformance and indiscipline be revoked and such officers be reinstated back to the substantive position within 30 days after adoption of this report. 3, the committee recommends that the appointing authority should comply with the provisions of Part 3, Section 23 of Public Service Commission Regulation 2020 and Part C14 and C15 of the Public Service Human Resource Guidelines and Procedure Manual 2016 while conducting all forms of employments, including deployments, redesignations, and enacting appointments. And 4, the committee recommends that the County Public Service Board should substantively and competitively fill the positions that have been on acting appointments for more than 6 months and those attracting acting appointment by ensuring that the recruitment process is commenced within the next 14 days after adoption of this report and that this position filled within 3 months. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the committee, I wish to thank the officers of the Office of the Speaker and the Office of the Clerk for the support offered to this committee. On behalf of the committee, I hereby present this report for the County Assembly for consideration and adoption. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I call upon Honorable Sharon to second.
Honorable members, I propose the question for debate that this assembly adopts the report of the Committee on Devolution, Public Participation, Account Administration, a special program regarding the acting appointments by the County Public Service Board laid on the table of the Assembly on 2nd of December, year 2024. The floor is open for debate. Honorable Jackson Balu, member for Kikumbuli North Ward.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand to support this motion. Mr. Speaker, they have quite addressed several issues which have been hanging for many, many years. Mr. Speaker, I've noted that if you take an example, the administrators, the village administrator enters that job group at job group H, while actually the ward administrator goes to job group N, a difference of almost 5 job groups. I find that a big anomaly. And we have several village administrators with degrees, graduates, and masters. They should be promoted gradually to job group K, so that when actually the ward administrator is on leave, that they qualify to occupy that, even to act. That if you look at their kind of work they are working, they work closely. Why such a big gap in job actually difference? Because job group N and job group H is from east to west, if you look at it. And I believe that was an anomaly which was not addressed, and I request the committee if they can catch up with that and work out, so that those graduates who have been serving for more than 5 years, they should have been moved to job group K, so that at least they qualify to act. Otherwise, the anomaly will continue to be there. The anomaly, because every time the ward admin is on leave, who else can act if it's not a ward admin, a village admin? So they should bridge the gap and promote the village admins who have graduated. Others have masters. Mr. Speaker, to appreciate their work, we should consider their movement upward so that they can bridge the gap between the job group of a village admin and the job group of a ward admin. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Jonathan Kimongo, member for Makueni Ward.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Having initially requested this statement, which was translated to a report, I want to support the report. The recommendations that the committee has made are progressive, and I'm happy that from the time this statement was requested, there has been some action. I know some of the appointments were regularized, and it's a wake-up call to the establishment to ensure that this compliance is done. Otherwise, I agree with the recommendations, because the findings that the committee has adduced are the same that I had raised. And I think now we are on the right pedestal. Thank you.
Member for Mali Ward.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I join my colleague, Honorable Harrison, to welcome the people from his ward to this Honorable House for learning purposes and for information purposes. Feel comfortable and garner information from this Honorable House. Honorable Speaker, I want to support this report dearly because, one, out of the finding, it has been realized that there has been irregular appointment of employees, specifically those who are from a lower counter, going to be getting acting appointments for a position that which the counter they have don't allow them, and they are not competent enough to serve at that position, Honorable Speaker. And we realized that the County Public Service Board was not in consultations with the human resource during the appointment of the acting in those positions, Honorable Speaker. We even realized that there is misuse of human resource, whereby someone is transferred to act in a position where he or she has no qualifications. And that dilutes the service to the county government and to our people. Honorable Speaker, therefore, we gave the instructions to the committee and recommendation that, for example, when the act is very clear, the period one should work and acting capacity is 6 months. You realize someone is acting for over years, which is contrary against the act. So the recommendation of surcharge is very clear to those who have been in that, to both the appointing authority and to the employee engaged. This will bring disciplinary matters to someone who acts under that capacity illegally, Honorable Speaker. And also, the surcharge should go direct to the appointing officer. When you appoint someone to act, the law should take its route. One should work under a specific period of time. And the department should prepare to advertise for that position, that which has been left vacant, so that at least we can create jobs for our people, because we have no scarce of human resources in our country, Honorable Speaker. Therefore, I am in supporting this motion and report, Honorable Speaker. How I wish now is about implementation of the report. This Honorable House has been moving and adopting a lot of reports, Honorable Speaker. The implementations of what has been captured has been a challenge, Honorable Speaker. Therefore, I wish to urge the Chair and the Committee on Implementation to follow up to ensure that what has been recommended is worked upon, so that at least we can rectify those matters. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Member for Kithukitis Award.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I've heard, and that will take action about that one. Thank you.
Mover of the motion. Honorable Member for Nzambani, Honorable Mwoki, and the leader of the minority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have listened to the report, and from the onset, Mr. Speaker, allow me to declare that I fully support the report from the department, from the committee. And Mr. Speaker, this report has exposed glaring gaps, Mr. Speaker, in our government. Mr. Speaker, from where you sit, I would wish you to contemplate what is it that we can do to a head of department, to an ECM, who has contravened, Mr. Speaker, Section 3423, which, and the report says that they have admitted we have staffs who are acting in positions where they are not qualified. They are aware. They have admitted. Mr. Speaker, they have further admitted that we have staffs that are serving in position for more than 6 months. Contrary, Mr. Speaker, to Part C14, 4 and 5 of the Public Service Commission 2017, and Mr. Speaker, against the Human Resource and Procedure Manual of 2016, Mr. Speaker, they have admitted. And further, Mr. Speaker, they also admitted that they never consulted human resource. They are aware that they are committing these illegalities, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is the danger. If our human resource capital is audited, Mr. Speaker, all the members that have been acting in those positions, contrary to these sections, they will be surcharged. Some of them have even acted for more than 2 years. Mr. Speaker, we will be subjecting to those member of staffs to pay money that they were paid to refund to the government, and at that time, Mr. Speaker, they will have no money. Yet they were not themselves who appointed themselves to these offices. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, how I wish, Mr. Speaker, the committee moves further to ensure the 34 positions that we are listed here, and I'm sure there are more than that, because the names that come through, or those have come through, are from the HQ. We have also positions at the ward level, sub-county levels, and all that. We ensure that the recommendations from the committee are adhered to. Let those positions, Mr. Speaker, be advertised. I wish to concur with the member for Kikumbulu North that we have administrators, Mr. Speaker, ward administrators, even village administrators, Mr. Speaker, who have university qualifications, who have even now are enrolled in masters, Mr. Speaker, and they have even professional qualifications like CPKs and marketing and XYZ, Mr. Speaker, as far as management is concerned. Mr. Speaker, the administrators of this government run the government at the grassroots level. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, when we get the right people at the ground, Mr. Speaker, we get it right, all the way to the top. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would wish from where you sit, you consider this report so seriously, you give very strict timelines, Mr. Speaker, under directives, so that, Mr. Speaker, within the next either 21 days, Mr. Speaker, we can be told that all positions have been advertised, because we have money, Mr. Speaker, to keep on paying this staff. We have enough money to pay for 34 staff, so that, Mr. Speaker, we are not caught on the wrong side by auditors who are probably may come from the external. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Moki.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am a member of the Committee on Devolution, Mr. Speaker. And there are issues which are being brought up, Mr. Speaker, which were not in the statement. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Member for Kikumbulu North, Honorable Jackson Balu, is recommending that the committee goes ahead and recommend that because of the issues we have in the matter of village administrators and ward administrators, Mr. Speaker, they claim there's a very big gap between their position, Mr. Speaker, job groups. And Mr. Speaker, that was not in the statement. Mr. Speaker, I wish to seek your direction that you direct that they bring a statement to that effect, so that the committee can handle that matter separately, because the matters that were before the committee, Mr. Speaker, were very well handled, and Mr. Speaker, the request of the statement agrees that something is happening, Mr. Speaker, and we gave a recommendation that within 60 days, Mr. Speaker, all the recommendation by the committee should be complied with. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, you are the chair, and you cannot be a chair one person. The Speaker, when honorable members are contributing, we expect maximum attention by the Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I don't know whether you heard what I said, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Moki, my attention is on you. And the chairperson, although you are addressing the Speaker, you are addressing members. The chairperson for devolution is taking notes. And my office is big. I'm backed by 3 more officers. Now on my side is the chairperson committee on lands. And he's also speaking to the same issue. So how much, and I'm listening to you to 99%. So don't you worry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thought my chair, lands, is deviating you from the attention of the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Leader of the minority party, Honorable James Kaluna.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And before I participate in this motion, Honorable Speaker, I wish to also welcome members of public from Ivingoni and Zambani Ward for the study tour of the Assembly, and also to confirm to them that the Honorable Member, Honorable Mutie, has been representing them very ably. And he comes from my party, the party of all the people, Muungano. Honorable Speaker, we want to congratulate them also for giving the Honorable Member a 2nd term of service, and he has really been doing a good job. I know they will also promote him going forward. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to start with agreeing that I will support this motion. But, Honorable Speaker, we also need to, we expected a lot from this committee, because they have identified a lot of stuff, but the findings are only 3. We have seen, like what Honorable Mbalo is speaking to on matters to do with the higher job groups. Honorable Speaker, we expected them to also give a guideline, and on the same, to guide the County Public Service Board to even come up with domesticated guidelines as the PSC is doing nationally, Honorable Speaker. We do not expect the county to always be depending on what national is doing. These documents should be domesticated to have them suit to the county issues, Honorable Speaker. We have done that with Water Act, we have done that with water regulations, we have also done that with PWD management and stuff like that, Honorable Speaker. So we expect them to also guide this public service board to domesticate these matters. Honorable Speaker, I also identified that they only gave 4 findings, and I also want to be scholarly. Honorable Speaker, we expect those findings to have their respective recommendations. But when you look at the findings, they are very, they seem to be very economical. This committee is very economical with their wordings, Honorable Speaker. We expect them also to identify as much as possible so that they can give as many recommendations as possible to this assembly so that we can follow up when it comes to the implementation, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, when you look at the committee noted that some officers in the county executive acted for more than 6 months, Honorable Speaker. I expected that also to give some repercussions if it goes against the guidelines, what we expect them to do, Honorable Speaker, so that we are able to oversight this board, Honorable Speaker. We are not able to oversight the board when we only identify and we give very shallow recommendations. On number 2, the committee noted some deployed officers, competences, knowledge. We can have a very easy report to follow up and also to oversight this public service board. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, but I will still give them a big yes when you call for the vote. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Mover of the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first of all, I would like to appreciate members who have contributed to this motion and supported it, Mr. Speaker. Members have raised several issues. The issue raised by Honorable Mbalu, also raised by Honorable Harrison Mutie. Mr. Speaker, it is about the action plan and also raised by Honorable Kalunda. And Mr. Speaker, it is very well stipulated in the staff establishment and also the Human Resource and the Procedure Manual 2016. So what we need to, as a committee, is to recommend for them to comply. And the action plan, what Honorable Kalunda is talking of, the committee was very categorical and specific on any unlawful acting appointments in future, that there will be surcharging and disciplinary action to both the appointing authority and also the appointed officer, Mr. Speaker. That is enough. Mr. Speaker, also the time frame is talking of for the board to comply with the human resource guidelines and the procedure manual is a process, Mr. Speaker, because recruitment is a process. They need to comply even in the future, Mr. Speaker, as they recruit and also as they appoint and also as they redesignate. And also, Mr. Speaker, the recommendations, the 4 recommendations, the 3 of them have time frames, very short time frames, 14 days, and the other one, 30 days, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I also want to appreciate the committee for being very specific on those timelines. And I want to request members to approve this report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, I put the question for vote that this assembly adopt the report of the Committee on Devolution, Public Participation, County Administration and Special Programs regarding the acting appointments by the County Public Service Board laid on the table of the Assembly on 2nd of December year 2024. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, I direct as follows that 1, that this report be conveyed to the County Public Service Board, attention to the Secretary, 2, the head of the Public Service, 3, to the Governor, Deputy Governor, and all County Executive Committee member for implementation and complying with the recommendations of the County Assembly within the
before compensation was done. It is in this said portion that were combined to form Ilengeni Water Project. That is the land which has been occupied by the project. The complaints indicated that in the year 1977, land and education process started in the area where boundaries were installed with several demarcated access roads leading to the natural spring. It was indicated that the three mentioned men gave a total of 0.64 hectares and 1.58 acre, with plots being registered as Dioni Muchabua, plot number 682, downwards near the spring, were from the plantations that sustains the families. The complaints indicated that the first project was undertaken on the said plot in 1986 with water storage tanks and a machine room built through Arambe, and that the project is still operational. The complainants indicated on 18th October 2006, the then Council of Makueni issued notices in the three families to vacate the said plot, even before receiving compensation as was earlier agreed. In the year June 2007, the counts to plea in fear of being attacked. The complaints indicated that beacons were installed by drunk and armed hired youths on the day that is 8th August 2024, under supervision of County Surveyor Mr. Mutai and the area MCA. The complaints further indicated that the area chief and the assistant chief were not present, and that several county officials came later, with most of them seen and unaware of what was happening. The complainants indicated the matter was later reported to a Mali police station. The complainants indicated that they have experienced problems now and then, alleging whenever a new county government assumes office, surveyors are sent to relocate boundaries to increase the size of the particular portion set aside for Ilengeni water project. The complainants indicated that the project land has been expanded from 1.58 acres to 7 or 8 acres. The complainants have therefore, through the tabled complaints, requested that the beacons that were allegedly installed in their private portions of land be removed. They have also created conflicts between the public and the affected families. The matter was referred to the Committee on Lands for consideration. Mr. Speaker, I want to give the findings by the committee, findings and observation by the committee. Having considered the matter, the committee made the following findings and observation. One, that the content of the letter dated on 28 August 2024 reference complaints against the Registrar of Lands Makueni Count does not bring out any complaints against the Registrar of Lands, but instead presents complaint against the county government of Makueni for the alleged location of boundaries of land set aside for Ilengeni water project. Two, that a complaint on an encroachment of Ilengeni water project dam was forwarded to the Lands and Urban Planning, Development, and Environment and Climate Change Department by the Department of Water, Sanitation, and Irrigation, which prompted the Department of Lands to liaise with the Lands Registrar and National Government Surveyor to summon all interested parties for boundary re-establishment. Three, that on 1st July 2024, the boundaries of parcel number between Mutiambua 682 set aside for Ilengeni water project were re-established, and a report filed on the same which indicated that the land parcel number 662 had encroached the parcel number 682, land parcel number 1128 had been encroached the parcel number 682 by a small margin. It has also revealed that the Ilengeni water project parcel number 682 had been encroached to land parcel number 1182. Number four, that later the boundary re-establishment beacons were erected on 8th August 2024 as per the map measurements, and the members of the public included the owner of land bordering the dam, the MCA between and the Mali, Mulala Ward, surveyors, ECM, land and chief officer lands briefed. Number five, that there were need for the complainants to seek clarification on the boundaries of the land parcels, and if dissatisfied with the outcome of the survey and the subsequent beaconing, appeal the relevant officers such as the chief of lands registrar or the courts. Number six, that there was need for the Department of Water and Sanitation to allocate funds to fence off the parcel of land set aside for Ilengeni water project to secure it from any encroachment. Mr. Speaker, the recommendation by the committee, one, the complainants asked clarification on the boundaries of their lands parcel for the Department of Lands and Urban Planning, Development, Environment and Climate Change, and if dissatisfied, launch an appeal on the relevant officers, such as the Chief Land Registrar or the courts. Two, the Department of Water and Sanitation allocates funds in the financial year 2025-2026 to budget to fence off the parcel of land set aside for Ilengeni water project and secure it from any encroachment. Honorable Speaker, I take this opportunity to thank the members of the Lands Committee for their inputs and valuable contribution during these deliberations on this above matter. And on behalf of the committee, I wish to thank the Office of the Speaker and that of the Clerk of the County Assembly for their logistical support accorded to the committee during the exercise. And on behalf of the Committee on Lands and Urban Planning, it is my pleasure and duty to present the Assembly this report to the Assembly on the complainants against the Registrar of Lands, Makueni County, for consideration and adoption. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to take this opportunity to call Honorable Maneno to support this, second this motion.
Honorable members, I now propose a question that the Assembly adopt the report of the Committee on Lands, Urban Planning and Development on complaints against the Registrar of Lands of Makueni County laid on the table of the Assembly on 3rd of December, year 2024. The floor is open for debate. Honorable members, nevertheless, the time is up for this session. We will resume at 2:30 for debate. Honorable members, time now being 12:00 hours, the Assembly starts adjourned until today, Tuesday, 1st of July, year 2025 at 14:30 hours.